An urgent alert for SNAP benefits, otherwise known as food stamps or sometimes referred to as EBT for the low income. A very important provision of this program has officially ended, and this is going to be massively impactful for the 42.2 million people that receive SNAP benefits across the entire country. No one is talking about this right now except for me. I'm talking about it because it is massively important, and this whole topic is a little bit hush-hush right now, but I'm going to bring it to your attention because if you are a SNAP beneficiary and if you have an EBT card where you receive your monthly food stamps, you definitely need to know about this. This has been in place for a few years now, and it is now over. It has ended officially, and you need to know about this. Let's get into it and talk through the details. Now, first off, everything I'm talking about here in this video directly pertains to SNAP benefits, food stamps, EBT, food assistance, supplemental nutrition assistance program benefits, whatever you want to call it. It's all referring to the exact same thing. And again, like I said, about 42.2 million people across the country rely on these monthly benefits. Now, let me explain to you really quickly here what happened a few years ago, how they stepped in and made this major change and actually made it a really big deal. It's been really good for the last few years, but as of just a few days ago, they ended it, and nobody's talking about this, okay? All right, so here's what it comes down to. Back in December of 2022, so what is that? 2.5 years? No, it's a little over 2 years ago. Yeah, it's about 2 years ago. Is that what it is? Yeah, 2 years ago. Sorry. Confusing myself for a second. A little over 2 years ago, they came in, lawmakers, and they passed a provision that was retroactive back to October 1st of 2022. And basically what this did is it allowed for SNAP beneficiaries to be reimbursed if your SNAP benefits were wrongly taken from you from one of these cloning devices or one of these skimming devices on your local grocery store kiosk machines, where they basically take your EBT card data, and then as soon as you get your benefits loaded onto it, they swipe all the money off of this. You've heard me talk about this before here on the channel. It's a huge deal. It's a big problem. In fact, just a few days ago, I was out in a separate video where I was sharing with you some of the dollar amounts as far as how much benefits have been lost from beneficiaries through these devices. It's massive. It's a lot of money, like a lot of money. It's a sad situation. Well, for that 2-year period of time, basically what happened is they made it retroactive back to October 1st of 2022 all the way through September 30th, 2024. So literally just a few months ago, right? And then basically what they did is back in the end of September, they passed a CR, a continuing resolution for federal, funding, right? Well, as a result of that, they also passed the Continuing Appropriations Extension Act of 2024 or 2025. Anyway, what that did is it basically pushed that and it extended that out until December 20th of 2024, which is a few days ago, right? As I film this video, to be 100% fair with you, we're in the very last couple days here of December 2024. There's a couple days left of the year as of right now. But so December 20th was about a week ago as of right now as I film this video. But my point is, here's what happened. They did not extend the protections for SNAP beneficiaries anymore, okay? So that officially ended as of Friday, December 20th. So my point is, the federal funding that was set aside back in December of 2022 and retroactive back to October 1st of 2022 and through basically December 20th of 2024, just about a week ago, give or take a little bit from right now. And as a result of that, that ended. So my point is, right now, SNAP beneficiaries, if you have an EBT card and you get your SNAP benefits loaded onto an EBT card, and if you happen to go to a grocery store or somewhere and use your EBT card, and for some reason, if there's one of those skimming devices on there, or there's one of these cloning situations, I'm going to be fair with you, I don't totally understand the cloning thing, but whatever that happens to be, if somebody comes in and wrongly takes your benefits from you, the federal reimbursement, as in the federal money, the federal dollars that were there to reimburse SNAP beneficiaries of the money that was wrongly taken from them, which is, by the way, tens of millions of dollars a month that's being taken from beneficiaries. In fact, I think it's more like over $100 million a month is being taken from people. It's nuts. The numbers that I shared with you just the other day in that video is crazy. In the last 12 months alone, they projected about $25 billion has been taken from people. Actually, if you run the math on that, it's about $2 billion a month. That's craziness. That's taken from beneficiaries. Anyway, the federal funds that are set aside to do that are no longer there. They did not pass it, okay? And this is what I'm talking about. Nobody is talking about this because this whole thing is a little bit hush-hush. Like, hey, don't tell anybody we didn't extend this thing. Well, guess what? I want to bring it to your attention because if you're a SNAP beneficiary, you must know about this because for the last 2+ years here, you've actually been kind of protected. If your benefits were taken from you, you just called your local office and said, hey, my benefits were taken from me. I didn't do it. They look into it. They investigate it. And then eventually they reimburse you that money. Okay, so I mean, yeah, obviously you don't want this to happen, but you were a little bit protected, right? You got that money back. Well, now, tough luck. You're not going to get it back, right? That's the sad situation. So if your benefits are taken from you, I just want you to be aware of this. There's no call in your local office and saying, hey, can you reimburse those now? They're going to say, sorry, we've got no money. We're broke. We've got no money to give you. They're not going to do that anymore, okay? They don't have that federal backing anymore to help them do this. So this is a massive problem, and that's a big deal, okay? Now here's the situation. The CR that they passed about a week ago to extend to keep the federal government open goes out until March 14th. So between now and March 14th, we're sitting here with this current legislation, right? So my point is, we're sitting with this now. Could they reinstate this next time they come around to pass the next federal bill? They could in March, right? March 14th is when it's due. I would bet that they wait until the very last minute like they always do. So we'll probably get answers on this probably around March 14th, right? But my point is, here's a couple situations that they could do. Number one, they could just allow it to expire and just never come back with it. That's option one. Number two, they could extend it from March 14th out until, the end of September, the end of the fiscal year for the federal government. They could reinstate it for there. They could instate it for a couple more years, or they have it retroactive. Option number three would they reinstate it and they make it come retroactive back to December 20th when it officially expired anyway, right? So those are the few of the options that are out there. I don't know what they're going to do. Either way, we're all on our own here now, okay? So if you have SNAP benefits or an EBT card, I know this sounds super basic, but I'm just going to say it anyway because we need to be hyper vigilant now with our SNAP benefits and our EBT cards because we're on our own. We don't have the federal backing anymore to help us. If our benefits are taken from us, if we call our local office, the local office is going to say, sorry, tough luck, you don't get reimbursed anymore. Okay, they might say it a little bit nicer than that, but that's about it. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to reimburse our benefits. States don't have money. States are broke. Well, okay, some states are broke. Some states have tons of money. But for the most part, states are not going to cough up any of their money and reimburse beneficiaries. That's not how they do it. SNAP benefits, remember, it's a federally funded program, but it's state administered. The federal government gives states money to administer SNAP benefits, and that's how they do it. They manage on the state level. They fund it on the federal level. States are not going to dig into their own state bank accounts and give out beneficiaries money. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do it. Not with a federal program like this, right? So anyway, big deal. Now, again, I said this a second ago. I'm going to say it again really quickly. I know this sounds obvious. I'm going to say it anyway just to make sure because we're so, we got to be hyper vigilant, like I said. Here's what I'd recommend doing. Freeze your card. When you're not using your card, freeze your card. How do you do it? You can download the app for the EBT card, and basically what happens is when you're not using your card, you can go on there, onto the app, 100% free to do so. It's easy, fast, simple. You can just go on there and tap on the button or whatever. It's in there a little bit. You have to dig around for it. Basically just freeze your card. Just say freeze. Okay, frozen. Nobody can touch your money. Nobody can touch it at all. And when you go to use your card, make sure to unfreeze your card, right? Otherwise you can't use it. If your card's frozen, it's going to be rejected when you go to pay for things. Just make sure to unfreeze your card. Pay for your groceries, whatever you need, and when you're done, freeze your card again. Frozen. Nobody can touch it, right? Also, I would recommend doing this. Change your PIN number often. I know that's hard. I know you might forget it. Write it down in your phone somewhere. Just keep a log of it. But change your PIN number, probably monthly. I mean, I know it sounds excessive. I know that sounds odd. I'm not going to change my PIN number every month. I agree. Sounds weird. Sounds like a lot of work. Sounds like something we don't want to do. You know what's going to be more annoying? If your benefits are taken from you and you have no reimbursement, you have no recourse, you have nothing you can do, you're just left in the dark for the next month until you get your next payment, that's going to be even worse, right? So it's going to be way more work in that situation. So I would say this much. Freeze your card, keep it frozen until you're ready to use it, unfreeze it, use the card, and then freeze it again. Okay, easy to do. You can do it right through the app. Next, change your PIN number often. Again, I know these sound super basic, but it's so easy not to do, right? Like I've said before in other videos, the things that are easy to do are also very easy not to do, right? It's very easy to just be like, nah, I'm good, I'll be fine. Well, okay, you might be. I hope everybody's okay. I hope this, is a situation that does not occur to anybody. But unfortunately, until they update EBT cards, which could be a little while here, until they do that, we're going to be in this situation where we are vulnerable and our benefits are easily taken and easily hackable. That's the problem with EBT cards these days. They have no protections within them. Anyway, I hope this helps you. Again, I want to bring this to your attention so you can see what's going on here and what lawmakers didn't do for you yet again. Yeah, hooray for them. I mean, ridiculous, right? So anyway, I'm here for you. If you have any questions on this, please let me know down below in the comment section. I can come back and elaborate on this further. Whatever you need from me, just stay posted. Let me know down below, and I'll do whatever I can for you. I can jump on a live stream, whatever you need. Otherwise, if I'd ask a huge favor of you, please subscribe down below. Totally free to do so. Big subscribe button waiting for you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Otherwise, feel free to like the video. Thumbs up button down below as well. Otherwise, feel free to share this video. If you know 1 or 2 people that have SNAP benefits or an EBT card, please share this video with them. There's a share button down below so they can also understand what's going on here and how we are all at high risk now without these protections. Not a good situation. We're what am I trying to say here? We're flying without a net, right? Not a good situation. Don't like that. Okay, so please feel free to share this video. Otherwise, check out the well over 5,000 videos here on the channel in the video library. Down below in the description at the top of the comment section, I've hand-selected some very popular videos for you. Check those out as well. Otherwise, right now showing up on your screen as well, you'll see some videos there. Thank you so much. Please have a nice day. Stay safe out there, and I'll keep you posted with anything I can.